I could tell you right now that there was several days I almost quit because my brother and I were watching our friends have a good time and travel and play, and we'd work basically 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on these motorcycles. And we did it for, I don't know, probably 3 years. Just non-stop. No real fun, honestly, because we were trying to hit every single race and make it happen and make enough money to get to the next race. And at some point you go, God, is it worth it? Is there a light at the end of the tunnel? And you want to quit. And the whole idea is you got to persevere. You got to push past that. If I would have quit then, I never would have known what would have happened, you know? I think it's the Rossi book where he says, what if I never tried it? And it's the same for any job. If you try hard enough, you'll probably make it happen because somebody else will quit and you'll step into that spot, and that's just the way, you know? So as a kid, you gotta have a lot of heart. There's gonna be some miserable times. You're gonna be yelled at, busted up, broke, and you just gotta dig deeper and try harder, and most likely it'll happen. Well, each person is different, and it's a good point to bring up a kid. When you're 16 years old, you're still in school, you have something much bigger on your plate, much larger than books, and it's called sport, because this is actually what's going to guide your life, and you can always come back to school. And the door, it's a narrow doorway, you know? It's not something you just like go barging into. You slide your way in there, and you have one side, you know, people are like, oh, you got to finish school, and I'm the wrong guy to be preaching this. I probably sound like Charlie Sheen, but you go through that door and you skip the school and you try for that sport, because that school is always there. That sport door, it closes very fast in your face. And hopefully the kids make the right path. You know, at some point, your education is, you've been taught the social skills at school, because that's what school's for. There is no school that is going to teach you more than the world scale. When that kid goes over to Europe or anywhere and sees culture, he could sit 10 years in a classroom. He's not going to learn what he learns in 1 month over there. That's the school. And it's also the school of racing. You can learn more, hopefully set your life path, and you'll be very educated by the time you come back. The path for most kids, if they have sport, it'll keep you out of trouble. It'll keep you clean. It'll give you motivation in life. Even if you don't make it, you got to try 100%. The worst is to look back and go, God, I wish I would have tried, because at some point, that door closes. But when you're young, every door is open. It's so cool, and you can choose your door and try. And even if you fail, but you gave it 100%, you have the rest of your life to reflect back and go, God, I gave it 100%. And it's a nice feeling. Now I'm at the racetrack. If you only gave it 85, 90%, 100%, you're probably not going to sleep that good at night. You end up giving it 110%, even if you lost. You go to sleep knowing you tried, and that the other rider just beat you. As long as you shine in any class, that's all you really have to do to catch the eye of a manufacturer, you know? You shine, and that's why I say when you're young, you have these doors, you know? If you shine when you're older, nobody cares. But when you're young, they think, oh, there could be talent here and a future for us. You end up having these awful fights and arguments, and you go, this just isn't worth it. You know, somehow I gotta look past it, and then you realize, wait, that argument, being yelled at or yelling at the other person and back and forth, taught you a good life lesson. So you gotta always take the positive from the negative. There's no need to waste the energy of getting mad. And it's the good lesson for anybody that comes in off pit wall. They're freaking out. There's 2 minutes to go. They know it takes a minute and a half. They want that tire changed so they can do their qualifying lap, and they're yelling at their crew. The crew's already under enough stress. You yelling is a waste of your energy, and you might give them the jitters and make them nervous, and they don't tighten your axle. I mean, this is just the, so just relax. I like this tire change. Do we have time? End of story. And that's the hard things you gotta grasp, and every time that comes up, like, the human reactions to blow up, but you gotta stay calm, and it's that, I mean, that's basically what makes a professional.